So let's skip the pleasantries. Let's get right into this. I can give you every narrative you're going to hear this week from Giants content creators in about a 4 or 5 minute video. Let's start off with the Daniel Jones haters. They're going to say he's red striping. They're saying the pocket presence was not good enough. They're going to sit there and say that maybe some of them will say he shouldn't have been out there. Others will say he was healthy enough and there is no excuse and that he was holding on to the ball too long. And they're going to apologize for drop passes by the receivers. They're going to apologize for the defense. They're going to apologize for the rest of the team. But guess what, Daniel Jones haters? Football's a nuanced game, and I'm not going to apologize to any part of this team because they all had credit in this game. And again, I'm not going to excuse Daniel Jones' bad play. He did play bad. I'm also not going to be a Daniel Jones apologist and simply blame it on the offensive line and tell you that he was healthy coming into this game. I think he was healthy in this game. Now, it's very clear in the third, fourth quarter, he re-injured that hamstring after the sack toward the goal line there, where the Arizona player landed on him when he was sitting on the ground and almost fumbled the ball for a third time, even though I think he was down on that play. The fumbles are inexcusable, but he was playing better pre-injury. So we'll see. Again, I'm not going to excuse his play. He played terrible. But I'm also not going to make an apology for the defense. People sitting there touting, oh, this is a top 10 defense. No, it isn't, sweetheart. And even I got on the bandwagon earlier this week. I'm rescinding that back. You're not a top 10 defense. Sure, defense played admirable for the first and second quarter, keeping the Arizona to 13 points. That was a great job. Problem is, they gave up any momentum we had in the third quarter, where they let the Arizona Cardinals go right down the field. They were giving up 4 or 5 yards on first down to Kenyon Drake and Chase Edmonds, allowing Kyler Murray to break contain and extend plays and extend drives. No pressure whatsoever. Playing this soft zone, Patrick Graham. What are you doing? We can't play a soft zone. We're not aggressive enough in it. And it reared its ugly head again today. Half the time we weren't even playing man-to-man. It was a zone. Those big plays to DeAndre Hopkins, it was zone. I'm not going to excuse the defense. And special teams. My Lord. What happened? We were one of the best special team units. The last 3 or 4 weeks, we don't know how to play special teams. Deion Lewis, that fumble cost us big time. Punts by Riley Dixon today weren't good enough. And our punt return coverage, terrible. It was all around a bad performance by the New York Football Giants. And that's just reality. All 3 phases had some blame in this game. That's just reality. If you're just going to simply blame Daniel Jones, you're a moron. If you're going to blame just the offensive line, sorry, you're a moron. Daniel Jones got sacked holding the ball too long. It was an all-around bad play. And again, I'm not excusing the offensive line. Andrew Thomas toward the end of the game was terrible. Cam Fleming was getting beat all day. Tight ends couldn't block. Whiffing. Part of that is the Arizona Cardinals, when they went up 23-7, they knew we weren't going to run the ball anymore. Even then, we were still trying to stick with the run. What are we doing? And the Arizona Cardinals were able to tee off. And if you play this way against Cleveland and you play this way against the Ravens, guess what? That's 2 more losses. And for all the people that want to blame Daniel Jones and simply just blame Daniel Jones, you got confidence in Colt because he didn't play any better. I had people texting me begging for Colt to come in. Colt did come in. He didn't look any better. I don't know what the Giants do going forward, but what I can tell you is well-coached teams are able to bounce back. Let's see if the Giants can bounce back against Cleveland. I'm not going to predict them to win. I'm not going to predict them to win against the Ravens. I'm not going to predict them to win any game going forward. Maybe against the Cowboys. But I allowed the hype to get in my head. I'm not going to sit there and argue. I tried to stay cautiously optimistic, but I was like, we're playing pretty well. No. I'm not going to apologize for any aspect of this team. It wasn't good enough. You got beat by a team that wanted it more. And can the Giants bounce back? Because that's a hallmark of a good coach team. Can Joe Judge get us back to the competitive team we were? Because today's performance wasn't good enough. Now, obviously, we're going to be playing Cleveland on Sunday night. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get flexed out. Who knows? Either way, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's been OGR Sports, and I'll catch you on the next vid.